if you use that as an excuse to overeat, then you're never going to lose weight because life gets hard. So at this time, I'm canceling your weight loss surgery.
This is your fault.
I hate you. I hate you for doing this to me, Christian.
Oh, you're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, Christian's everything.
Are they husband and wife? Or brother and
Office.
sister?
What a complete insult to this guy after how much he's helped her. The reason he looks half dead during this scene is because this guy has essentially given up his entire life to help her with her weight problem. But when she screws up her diet, she blames him and calls her mom to tattle on him like a 3-year-old.
Oh my
This
gosh.
33-year-old woman is Maya, and she's from a show called My 600-Pound Life. Every episode of the show spends a year with a person who weighs at least 600 pounds and follows them around as they attempt to lose weight. Maya is from Portland, Oregon, and weighs about 690 pounds. Her boyfriend Christian was very supportive at the start, but Maya's constant nagging, blaming, and yelling quickly turns Christian against her. During this video, you'll notice that Maya has very little ability to deal with any sort of stress, and instead of confronting her problems and actually dealing with the stress, she yells at other people to make herself feel better. We'll get to that,
the thing
but
is,
first,
everyone, there's a lot of people that are fat in the world today. Like, most of America is obese. And if you want to change your life for the better, all you got to do is first, step one, take accountability. Say like, okay, you know what? I'm pretty fat. I need to hit the gym. When I'm feeling heavy, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm not happy. So you have to hold yourself accountable. If you're not able to do that for yourself, honestly, then you're just never going to become fit. I'm sorry. That's step one. Have standards for yourself.
When I make videos on obesity,
Holy cow.
I like to dedicate some time to help free people from their delusion that being obese is healthy. One of the great things that this TLC show highlights is how crippling being 600 plus pounds is. At the start of the episode, Maya says that even though she barely has the energy, she has to shower every day, otherwise she will face severe infection from her skin folds. When you weigh as much as she does, your skin creates creases and folds where sweat can get trapped and form mildew. This mildew, mixed in with the friction of the skin rubbing against itself, creates infections that Maya could be hospitalized for if she doesn't shower. During her shower, she can barely stand up for 10 minutes, and when she gets out of the shower, she can't get dressed fully by herself. She has to ask her boyfriend Christian for help. Maya's limitations really become exposed when she has to fly from Portland, Oregon to Houston, Texas to meet her weight loss surgeon for the show, Dr. Now.
Why do people watch this
simple
show? It's just freaking
4-hour
sad.
plane flight mixed in with a little walking nearly puts Maya in the hospital.
I hurt. I'm hurting. My legs hurt. They're so swollen. And my hip is out.
All this activity is more than I've had in years. So it's a
You're
lot for
freaking
my
walking.
body. I'm already completely worn out. And if I have to do this much longer, I'm gonna pass out.
People are so weak
This
nowadays
has turned out to be
mentally.
the worst day ever. And I just want it to be over with now.
All she did was fly on a plane for a few hours and walk through the airport. She is so unhealthy at her weight that she can't handle basic things. Not to mention that all the stress from the airport flared up her lymphedema, which she says could hospitalize her for months if it gets bad enough. And it's at this point where we see one of Maya's core problems. When things go wrong, she blames everyone but herself and assumes that other people are out to get her.
And how far everything is really frustrating because I called both the airports before I left and asked them about how far everything was.
I gotta pause.
and how much
How
walking there
on
was.
earth do you expect to lose weight and become in better shape if you don't care about what you eat and put in your mouth and you never want to exercise? Like, does anyone have the secret ingredient? Like, does she know something that I don't know? Is she about to like have some magic potion and lose 1,000 pounds? Because if so, then I'm putting my foot in my mouth. But honestly, I don't see where this is going.
So, and I'm upset right now because my legs hurt and the lady lied to me about how far it was because I would have made other arrangements for me to get here if I knew how far it was. I understand that I'm a big person, but it doesn't give people the right to lie to me.
Maya's thought process here is a very bad life strategy. When you have no evidence, you always assume ignorance before you assume malintent. Most of the time, ignorance is the answer. How is the staff supposed to know what Maya thinks is far? For most people, walking a few feet isn't a big deal. Even if they told her it was half a mile, would she even know how far that is or how much pain it would put her through? What evidence does she have that makes her believe that they lied to her? What if it was just a mistake? Why did she immediately assume that they lied? We haven't even hit the worst part. The rental car service screws up and reserves the wrong car. Instead of giving her an SUV, she gets a small sedan.
This is honestly motivating me to not become like this.
Are you gonna fit?
Oh, Christian. No, I can't get up.
Okay, hold on. Don't stress. We're saying you
And
just freak
I'm
out.
scared.
By
I'm
no
scared.
by no
Really
means
scared.
by no means am I making fun of her because she's fat. I'm not. I'm making fun. I wouldn't say making fun. I am commenting on how weak her mental state is, and honestly, I think they are one and the same because your mental state is very much impacted by your physical state. That's why they say a strong body is a strong mind. You need to be on top of this because there's nothing more important in life than your health. You just need to realize that, I need to be tougher on myself because that's the reason I'm in this problem to begin with. I wasn't tough enough on myself and I was taking the easy way out every opportunity.
Come on.
Hang on. Help me.
What?
Just, yeah, please. Oh, I can't.
This
Hang
isn't
on.
even funny, it's just
I
sad.
can't. I have to go down. Let go.
I honestly feel for her.
To all the people who say that there are no health issues with being super overweight, she can't fit into a car. I left this out to save time, but she almost had to call the fire department to save her. She also could have permanently injured her knee or hip or damaged something when she fell out of the car. How can people say this is healthy? This whole time, Christian, who Maya suggests is the worst boyfriend in the world, is calm, reassuring, and helpful. She panics, but he de-escalates the situation by remaining calm
That dude is a
while he
freaking
gives her the
saint. I
assistance
don't know
that
how
she
he's doing it.
needs. I don't think he could have handled it any better than that. That's what you do when someone is freaking out. You stay calm and focus on a solution. Eventually, Maya and Christian make it to the doctor, and this happens.
So what does your eating habit look like?
2 to 3 large meals a day.
What is a large
And
meal?
Any snack in between?
No.
What do you drink?
Water, juice, coffee.
So according to what you're telling me, you don't snack, you don't eat junk food, you don't really drink anything bad, you just overeat some, and somehow that got you up to being almost 700 pounds. Does that sound like it makes much sense to you? Because it's not making much sense
She's lying
to me.
through her teeth.
So part of the problem
Her body
is
is
that
the
you're
evidence.
used to lying about your eating habits. But the scale doesn't lie, so you shouldn't either. This isn't going to work if you're not honest with me.
Funny how she gets mad when she thinks other people are lying to her, but she has no problem lying to other people. This is how much she really eats.
With Christian,
literally
he
trying
doesn't
to
know
help
when I
her
go
and
to
save
get
her
food
life.
because I get dressed to go out, and I tell him it's for errands. But it's a lie, because the only thing I'm going to do is eat.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
I'll go to 2, 3, 4 places. I'm worried about what Christian would think of me if he knew how much I actually ate.
I'm not even sure that she's all that conscious about her lying when she does it. She has been lying about the amount of food she eats since she was a child. Don't forget that there is a reason people become massively overweight. There is a reason they can't control their eating habits, and there is a reason they use food as a coping mechanism. Using a drug or food to manage your emotions is not a sign of good health. Maya's bad health starts with her family.
Yep.
Her mom and dad divorced when she was only 2 years old. Her mom was almost never around when Maya was young, and when her mom was around, Maya didn't like her. Maya was mostly parented by her grandparents and her aunt. Her dad remarried, created a new family, and eventually abandoned her for his new family when she was around 8 years old. Both parents were very harsh to her because of her weight, which is really ironic considering that her mom is obese. Actually, her mom was very obese when Maya was younger. It's great to
I
watch
honestly
Maya's
feel for
mom
her.
go on and on about Maya's weight when Maya's mom is about 10 minutes away from a heart attack. Her dad isn't thin either, but because she got constant rejection from her parents from overeating, mixed in with the abuse that caused her to overeat in the first place, She feels that she has to lie to everyone about her condition.
All that
even
it
to the
took,
medical
all
professional.
that it takes is one different person in her life to make a huge change. If she had one parent say, you know what, you're a bit overweight, but I'm going to take you to the gym, we're going to start eating healthier, we're going to start doing the right thing, that would change her complete life 180 degrees. It will be completely different. But I guess it's the fact that they were so rough on her, which made her just turn to eating. Because when you lack in one area, you look for another area in life to make up for the other one. And it's clear that she's not eating to live. She's living to eat. Like her entire life is just, how am I going to eat next? What am I going to have? And that's completely the wrong outlook on life. All the food is at the end of the day is just fuel.
Do not do that. If you have serious medical issues, then you need to be honest with the people who are treating you. If you lie to them, they can't help you. Interesting enough, Maya says that she eventually restored her relationship with her mother after her mom had a stroke. Really? You mean all of a sudden her mom was nice to her when she found out that she might need Maya to take care of her? What a coincidence. None of this, however, is to say that any of this abuse is Maya's fault. And yes, thanks to attacks on this channel where my words were intentionally misconstrued, I now have to say this very obvious fact in every video so that my views are very clear, which will make it extremely difficult for people to suggest that I would ever do something as disgusting as make fun of someone for being abused as a child or say that abuse was their fault. It's not their fault. However, if they go on to abuse other people, that is their fault. Anyway, Maya leaves her
I'm going to
first
say
doctor's
it
visit
clearly,
and loses
and I'm going to
93
say it
pounds.
right to you directly because I don't want to be misconstrued whatsoever. I think that she probably did have a rough upbringing, but that is no excuse for what she did in her adult life because we are all adults and we are capable of making our own decisions. Oftentimes, the people that we see at the highest echelons of life had a horrible upbringing, and they use that pain and sorrow to mold themselves into a better
In
person.
2 months. That's good. As a side note, the reason her weight loss is so drastic is because she's no longer drinking tons of soda or eating 8 cheeseburgers for breakfast.
Good for her.
All of that food and water weighs something, which is why people who weigh 700 pounds can lose massive amounts of weight so quickly. They aren't so much burning a ton of fat as they are simply excreting all the excess food and water they were eating and drinking. Which means if you are coming down from being that overweight, don't expect massive weight loss all the time. Eventually, you will get to the point where you are only losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. But don't let that discourage you, because that is normal weight loss. So keep going. Anyway,
Well
back
said,
to the
my
story.
guy. Well said.
When Maya flies to Houston again after 2 months to see the doctor, she says that the trip wasn't nearly as bad now that she is about 100 pounds lighter. Another good thing.
Good for her.
However, in order for the surgery to work and the program to be safe and effective, Dr. Now says that her and her boyfriend must move to Texas and live there for a year. This is when everything falls apart. Throughout this whole journey, Maya has been very abusive towards Christian, and after a few months, he is tired of it.
Yeah, this dude needs to
Maya
stand up
starts
for
fights
himself.
with him over the smallest nonsense, like this scene from the first month.
It seems
I
like
need
he's
my
just getting
phone,
walked over.
please.
Where's your phone?
In my purse. I need to check my flight.
Where's your purse?
Christian? Really?
I don't know where
Get
your
off
purse-
your phone.
I don't know
and
where your purse
be a
is.
part of this.
Where the is your purse? Your
It's
purse
right
is
next to you. I left it right next to you.
Your purse is not right here. Here.
She has some freaking audacity. Are you kidding me right now?
I didn't know that asking where a purse is was so offensive. He is trying to help her, and she is bashing him for doing it. He may not be super enthusiastic about it, but he's still trying to help. This is how they start, before she had to put up with the stress of not being able to eat all the time. I imagine that her behavior grew to be much worse as time went on. Unfortunately, TLC didn't catch any of that abuse on camera, which is surprising because they usually don't miss moments like that. So what you end up seeing in the episode is that Christian is helpful and cares about Maya, but then his concern just kind of falls off a cliff with no explanation. So Maya and Christian move to Houston for the weight loss surgery. However, when Maya goes to weigh in, she only lost 9 pounds when she was supposed to lose significantly more than that. She went back to managing her problems with food, so the doctor cancels her surgery, and then we get this scene that I showed in the beginning.
I have to lose more weight now. And now I have a whole nother month of I have to do.
This is your fault. Doctor now asked you a simple question.
I've answered questions in the past. I can take a day off.
No.
I have the right to
No, you do not have the right when it comes to my life.
Really? This is all Christian's fault? The guy that helps dress you and take care of you because you were too obese to do it yourself? The guy that helped you survive your first trip to Texas? The guy who moved from Oregon to Texas and uprooted his entire life, even though he
Dude,
didn't want to move,
I just gotta
so
freaking
that
say
he
it
could...
because this is actually pissing me off. My guy, stand up for yourself. Do not take this from a woman. I don't care if she needs you. You are a freaking human being. You deserve freaking respect. Like, why are you taking this? You are her only reason that she is still alive to this very day, and she does not even seem to appreciate you. I would honestly, what I would do is I'd step away for like 3 days. How do you like it? Let's see 3 days on your own, see how you do, and then I'll come back, see how you're doing, and I'll be there to support you. But you better have a different attitude, otherwise I might just head out because I'm not getting disrespected like that. And she's getting pissed off that she's not losing the exact weight. No, you need to appreciate the grind. You need to appreciate that day in, day out putting in the work. Because if your mindset is dictated by the number it says on the scale, then you have the entirely wrong mentality. You need to go about it. No, it's going to be tough, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's going to make me a better human being.
help you lose weight. But you not losing enough weight for surgery is somehow his fault? What nice thing have you done for him? This whole episode is just a montage of Christian being caring and accommodating while Maya abuses him. Sure, TLC obviously missed some important fight, but overall the point still stands. This is the scene where Christian decides that he is not putting up with it anymore, so Maya calls her mom and tells on him like a child.
Mom!
What is her mom gonna do? He's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants.
Mom! He's with my life. Yes, Mom, Yes. Here, my mom wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
Talk to my mom, Christian.
I don't see why we're having issues now. I know you've gone way above and beyond, but if you could just cooperate a little bit longer, I don't see how it's going to hurt.
Why doesn't
And
the
it
wife
won't
say
benefit her.
that? Why doesn't the wife say
Okay, so basically they're saying that Christian is a hostage. Both Maya and her mom are trying to make Christian feel bad so that he will take care of Maya while she refuses to get better. This is a massive waste of his time. She still lies, she still blames everything on everyone but herself, and she is still abusive. This is supremely manipulative, and I know that there are a lot of guys out there who are stuck in relationships because their partner is threatening to hurt themselves if they leave. If that happens, call the police because she is a danger to herself, call her family, and talk to a mental health professional. Let those people deal with it. Outside of that, you don't owe her anything, and appeasing her will only make her worse.
Facts.
After this scene, Christian leaves, then, to no surprise, Maya quits her weight loss program and makes a bunch of excuses. Reports from after the show said that she has lost more weight, but if she doesn't get back into treatment, she will just gain it back, or she will pick up another addiction to replace it. Maya has a lot of psychological problems that she needs to fix, or she will never be able to correct her physical health. Instead of being a control freak, which Maya clearly is, she needs to put herself in the care of medical professionals.
I honestly can't even watch this anymore. I can't. It really just damages my soul to see a human being so lost in life. So much opportunity for change, and she could be an inspiration for millions of people that are obese and struggling to lose weight. But the fact that she doesn't even see that opportunity, she doesn't see that chance. Like, you know what? There's a lot of 300, 400 pound people in the world, and if I can lose 500 pounds, become fit. I guess she doesn't see that opportunity. I guess she just sees it as a burden that she has to do. Oh, newsflash, honey. Everyone has burdens they must carry each and every day. There's no point complaining about it because nobody wants to freaking hear it. Just put in the work, start eating healthy, put yourself on the right track. Your mind will become better. Your relationships will become better. Everything in your life will be improved if you start doing right by yourself. But if you start eating junk food and doing all this nonsense, and guess what? Your life is going to be pretty sad, and you have no one to blame but yourself. You are the author, director, and lead star in the movie that is your life. Only you have control of it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if I can watch these videos. They just hurt me, man. They really do. And take it easy, y'all. Till next time.